Welcome back, Fire Addicts, to another episode of Travis Does Firewood. Today we're talking about how to handle customers. Ooh, the tailgate almost came off. Anyway, so as I am loading, I'm going to do a voiceover. So I wanted to touch upon a topic. Now, this is more for firewood sellers, more than just firewood folk who process firewood for themselves, people who sell. So I want to urge you to not have your customers dictate to you how you sell your firewood and your prices. I am all for catering to individuals. They want something specific, and if you have that available, do that. That'd be awesome. I'm saying it to not bend over backwards or have them say, oh, I want this amount of wood for this price. Well, you put in the work, you have the equipment, you have the goods, you have the service, and they want it. So it's not the customer dictating to you, but it's not you dictating to them saying, well, this is what I have, but take it or leave it, but not in with a negative connotation. It's this is what I have, and I don't negotiate. Some of you as firewood sellers may negotiate on your wood or do a barter. I've done bartering before and have an episode on it for sure. But most of the time, this is the rate, this is the fee, the flat fee. If they want to deliver, this is what I charge. And if you don't like it, then I'm not offended. If you want to buy my firewood, it is what it is. I have other people who will buy it. So, for example, I've had a few people come to me, and one lady who bought from me at least twice last year, and she wanted a truckload. Now, and I mentioned before on my channel, a truckload, it's not a uniform measurement. That varies based on the size of the truck bed. And if it's level across the top or heaped, is it tossed in, is it stacked? There's too many variables with a truckload. And she wanted a truckload for $100. I told her several times, well, I don't sell truckloads of wood. If you want wood for that much, I can sell you $100 worth of wood, but the amount of wood that I'm going to give you, the quantity is going to be what I sell at my firewood stand. So she ended up buying 5 racks of firewood, which is what this is behind me. The guy wanted $100 worth of wood, and and to him and to my customers, I don't sell bulk wood like that, but you can buy $100 worth of rack, which is 5 racks of wood that I sell at my firewood stand, and they want it delivered. That's great. We can do that. That's totally fine. As opposed to having to have me prepare 5 racks in a wheelbarrow, having to haul them up to the driveway and have them a mega mess of their vehicle. So this is one load. This is $100 worth of firewood, but that's 5 racks, as opposed to the title or the whatever you want to call a truckload, which I don't sell. Okay. So this woman messaged me again a few weeks ago asking me for another truckload of wood or $100 worth, and she was kind of snippy about it. So at the time I said I was gone with my son at the hospital, and then after that I didn't have enough wood to fulfill her order. So she said to keep me posted because I told her I may get new wood. Well, I have bought more wood to make sure that I can make sure that my customers are happy and warm, but I'm not gonna message her to let her know that I have more wood, because I don't want to deal with the frustration of, oh, well, that's not full of my truckload. Well, lady, I don't know how to explain this further to you. I don't sell truckloads. This is the unit of measurement. This is what I sell, A rack of wood is about 30 pieces, or a heaping wheelbarrow full. Yes, that may not be uniform, but more or less that this is what you're getting. And if we stack it in your truck and it's shy of your truck bed being leveled, then I don't know what else to tell you. Maybe I gave you a few more sticks, but this is how I sell firewood. And if you don't like it, then you go to the gas station or try your luck on Marketplace or OfferUp. And the quality level right now, at least in my area, is terrible. It's dirty, it's wet, it's not what's advertised. It's nonsense. It's nonsense. So that example, I am putting my foot down, and this is how I sell. And if you're watching this episode and you know who you are, I'm sorry if I offend you. It is what it is. Some people who buy my firewood watch my channel. So some of my customers too, I will say, they come to my firewood stand and they buy out all my wood, or they come and they look confused or upset that I don't have enough of what they want, or they want more bags, they want more bundles, they want more kindling. Well, I tell them, message me prior so I can arrange an order for you, or let you know that the firewood stand is not full at the moment. I said it's not required, but then you didn't waste a trip all the way to my firewood stand and come to find out that I don't have what you need. So in that example, as of right now, I limit what I have at my firewood stand because I don't have the full inventory that I would like. So by keeping it limited at the firewood stand, I don't get bought out, which is fine by me, because I'm not in a rush to sell wood. I'll sell it when I sell it. There's no pressure there or a time constraint. But when people come to my stand and they don't message me prior or plan ahead or ask, hey Travis, do you have X amount of racks or X amount of bundles or bags of kindling, and they come and they're disappointed, well, that's not my fault, because you can message me on Facebook, you have my number to text me. I'm available. Usually I work from home office, so if I see my cameras, I may have time to come out and greet you and make sure that you have what you came for, or I could run down backyard where I am now and make you a few bundles or a bag or you a rack, whatever you need to do. But if I don't have the time to make you your bundle or your rack to make sure that you're happy and you didn't message me prior, that's not my fault. If you have the means to communicate with the firewood seller, do so, and encourage your customers to do so as well, because it's not your fault that they did not plan ahead, especially when you're selling cords. If you're selling cords in the fall time and you're sold out by the end of November and you won't have any more wood until the spring, and they message you in December or January, well, they didn't plan ahead. Maybe they didn't have the money, I get that. But if you know it's gonna get cold and you know that you burn firewood, people need to plan ahead. And it's not your fault that they did not plan ahead on make sure that they have enough wood that's dry enough to burn, to make sure that they are warm. So again, to make sure that you're in control of selling, make sure that you can, because your time in the wood yard is limited. I'm sure you have other things going on. Either you're a full-time firewood or you're part-time like me, but you have other things going on. So if someone messages you saying, oh, I'll be in your house in 5 minutes, can I get 10 bundles? And you only have 2 at the stand or 2 available maybe in your wood yard, are you going to drop everything and make 8 more bundles? That would be ideal for the seller, but not ideal for you, because you're doing what you're doing. Maybe you're working, maybe you're billable clients, or you're working on a project, whatever else, and it's them who are not planning ahead, have to text you the day before to make sure that you had the wood available for them. I guess too, when it comes to maybe cords, but I would say more so with the smaller quantity volume of wood that I sell, I do get orders that are high end. Like the other day, I had to bag up 20 bags of firewood and 6 bags of kindling, and that's the highest order of a bagged wood or bundle wood that I've done for X amount of customer. And I have a few of the customers that have gotten 6 or 8, bags or bundles before, and even that's not a stretch. But I would rather people come to the firewood stand, buy 2, 3, 4 bags or bundles, and go back home, burn for a bit, and then come back to the stand. Don't feel that you can't tell them, hey, I can only sell you X amount of bags, or X amount of racks, or however you want to call it, that you sell per week or per month. Or if you're in a cord, say, I can only sell you 1, 2, 3 cords a year. I have other customers who need my wood. I can only sell you X amount. Now, that may work for some of you. Or if you're selling cords and you have X amount, and this customer wants a portion of that, that would eat into other customers getting wood from you, well, then other customers maybe are SOL. But I would say, even with cords, if you have a customer base of maybe, say, 10 people or 10 households, and they all want cords, plural, you need to plan ahead or to limit how many cords those households get from you. And I think that would be, I think that they would understand, as long as you put it in a frame that they would understand. Kind of like, the example that comes to mind is Costco. Maybe they have a limit of so many items that they have on a pallet in their store at a time. Limit 2 items, limit 4. And at a time, you can only buy that limit per trip or per membership number, right? I think that would be the same thing, I think, for firewood, that you can limit, as a seller of the firewood, you can limit how much quantity your sellers or a seller can get at a time or season or a month, whatever it is. So that's just my 2 cents. Just some thoughts just to share. I hope this makes sense. Let me know if you have any feedback, suggestions, comments. If you disagree with any of that, let me know down in the comments. I think this would be a healthy conversation down in the comments, and maybe I can do a part 2 perhaps on this. But this is not set in stone. Certain customers, I maybe have a little leeway because I have more rapport. But if you approach me as a firewood buyer and you think that you're in control of the situation, then I can say, I am, in my mind, or to them personally, to their face, I don't want to be your firewood provider. I no longer want to sell you firewood. If you sell firewood, I think that you're in control, and I hope that you would be at the point where you could sell out or be at the verge of selling out each season or each whatever, that you could that you can turn down business. Yes, that does suck, because you want to make sure that you keep your customers happy, they return, and so you can make that money. But if it's a customer that you're kind of on the fence with, they were rude to you, they weren't prepared on delivery, or they shorted you on your payment, or they were late, whatever it is, if I would say, be selective on your buyers. If the people that you don't like, or they're too far away, or they're in an area that you don't want to be in, don't sell to them. It's simple as that. Because of firewood, it's so diverse in terms of who buys it. You can be almost conservative of who you sell to, if you want to, or go the other person to sell to anyone, anytime, because you have the abundance of firewood. Do that. You are in control. You are the owner of the firewood. You have a product that people want. You are selling it however you do sell it, but you're in control. Do not let the firewood buyers dictate how you sell, when you sell, the amount, the price, all of that. You're in control as the firewood seller. Anyway, I hope that makes sense. Let me know down in the comments if you have any questions, concerns, or you disagree entirely. Let me know. I want to know. I'm curious. Dig it. So anyway, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. Until next time, life's too short to be a prick, so be kind to one another. Rock and roll. Stay safe, keep cutting. Cheers.